Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I just received my Soul Truth Cards Awareness deck. So if you hear anything weird in the background, it's just the cats acting up. But I just received this and it changed how I was going to do my entire read, because as soon as I opened the box, this beautiful card was on top that said, "Dear soulful you, I see the beauty in your pain, your joy, your shame. I see the holy truth that your soul is here to bring into the world. What if you were to seek truth over acceptance of others? What if you were to seek love over shame? We have this power within us. It is in the questions we ask ourselves daily and cause us to act the way we do. The better the question, the better the results." These are wonderful, insightful, amazing questions. So the goal is for us to feel safe enough to explore all the sides of ourselves and release judgment through the daily awareness card decks. Grace lives there. You are not broken. You are whole and authentic. There is a universal ache for more of your authenticity. And our souls know when we're brave enough to open up to our soul's truth and really shine a spotlight on all the shadows, right? It restores what was once lost. And through the process of these cards, it really helps your soul guide you to live your wildest dreams, your most authentic self, because you're worthy of them all. And sometimes some of the big questions are scary, and it's like, yeah, and sometimes we just don't ask ourselves. I love that. How can I infuse more self-compassion in my daily life? A lot of people that are kind of in my arena where we push and push and we like to see results and we want to set the bar high, we can legit run ourselves into the ground looking for the answers that we seek and trying to better everything, the world, our environment. But like any other creature, we need rest and to celebrate the small wins and to not get crazy. You guys already see the light go wonky in the camera. It's like the two cats are rolling around and they're going under the table and they're acting insane. So if you just see things go wobbly, I've not lost my mind, and I'm not just knocking things over randomly. It is a catastrophe. So I also placed a lot of emeralds around here for abundance and grounding and luck and all of that. And we have 3 cards to choose from. Number 1 is, how can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? Number 2 is, what expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? And number 3 is, what am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? So just mull these over for a second and see if that is something that, is in your kind of soul arsenal right now. Have you been asking yourself these questions? And there's a ton of cards in these decks, so I might do like a few days that I have an extra video with just these in them, because I find them extraordinarily helpful and really beautiful. So I am going to have a sip of tea and let you make your choice. And I love feathers so much, and I love the fact that that every single card has a special feather on it. It's really beautiful, and the artwork is gorgeous. So we're going to begin with number 1 that says, how can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? And I'm also going to be pulling some tarot in besides the regular, bullet points on this, so we can get some more information. So if your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. And that is from Buddha. And it is true, because if we don't love ourselves and have compassion for ourselves, we're lost. We don't have an anchor, and we don't have a sense of what is right and wrong, because we don't have forgiveness in our soul for our own self. I mean, everybody is human, and like the saying goes, to err is to be human, and everybody makes mistakes and says and does the wrong things at times. We don't know. We're learning. We need to give ourselves a break. So choose one self-care action to do today. Set stronger boundaries. You can write them down. Where is somebody in your family, friendship circle, educational circle, whatever, stepping over your boundaries? Are they taking some of your resources that they're not asking for? Do they expect you to do things that they just feel entitled you should do for them? Number 2, meditate and listen to your heart. I do this daily when I wake up. I say, stop, look, and listen, which is just like, get grounded and think of the first most beautiful calming thought I can. I listen for the birds outside. I look for my insane cats to be around. All of that. Listen to your heart. What is your heart telling you? I would feel great if we did this right now. If we sat outside, had coffee, we didn't jump right into our work at our computer. We took it easy. We eased ourselves into the day, things of that nature, okay? Speak to yourself with compassion. You're making a fantastic dinner. You get sidetracked and the whole thing gets burned to smithereens. Speak to yourself with compassion. Listen, at least I had the wherewithal to prepare all this food, put it in the oven, and try to make it with love and care. Let go. When things go awry and they don't turn out the way we want, speak to yourself with compassion, especially when it comes to projects. Any of you guys in school, if you have big projects or things that are due, don't push yourself and drive yourself crazy and be like, if only I'm, if it's like, I'm always procrastinating, I'm always doing this, I'm always doing that. When we do that, it gets us nowhere. It makes us feel worse about ourselves. Say, listen, I'm only human. My attention can only go so far in this one direction. I'll get to it when I feel like I'm able, right? Really speak kindly to yourself. Focus on your strengths. Absolutely. Do something that you know you do well and that gives you a great feeling, right? If you're athletic, go out and have a little jog around your neighborhood. If you're a great writer, write yourself a couple of little notes that are catchy. If you have a beautiful singing voice, start to sing. Do whatever makes you recognize those beautiful gifts that you have, right? Say no to something that isn't a soul yes, right? Somebody, oh, can you do this for me? You're planning on having a meditation session, relaxing, having a day to yourself where you're not speaking and tapping back into the social, kind of grid. And somebody wants you to partake in something for them. If you already had this plan, say no. Don't do things for the other people in your world at the expense to yourself. And your soul knows, your body will feel it right away. You'll feel a tightness in your chest if it's something you really don't want to do. Say yes to something that you're afraid of, right? If somebody right away says, listen, do you think you could come speak at our school because you're excellent at this and the students would love to hear it? Right away, say yes. Nobody that I know personally loves to speak in front of large groups, but by doing that, you're facing a fear that probably isn't really even cemented in your psyche. You just think it is. Oh, I don't like doing that, whatever. That step forward, say yes to something, doing a podcast. Somebody asks you to participate in something great. It can be for charity or something. Say yes. This is important too. Let go of what you cannot control. This is a big one for most people. It's like you'll have other people acting up, acting a fool, being selfish, being attention seeking. Let go of that. Who cares what they're doing? Let them cluck around like an insane chicken. You have things to do to create a mindful, peaceful state for yourself. Again, what's going on in the world, we cannot control this right now, but we can control how we react, that we react kindly, lovingly, and responding, with wisdom and using wise precautionary measures, things like that. But we don't get upset and get nuts over it because it's not something that we can control, right? I'm just going to have little pauses because I have a dry throat and I do need to have some of my tea. Number 8, stay away from drama and negativity. Big time. If you know any of your friends, workmates, schoolmates are engaged in petty, low vibrational behaviors, they're trying to make somebody seem foolish or silly for no reason, or they're talking smack about somebody, and or just a complaining cycle, right? Everybody has those relatives and friends that just like to complain about the state of everything, the state of the carpet in the living room, the state of their roof, the state of their hair, the state of their sight, the state of their health, the state of the union, the state of Kentucky, every state they've ever been in. I have people that I know like this, and honest to goodness, it is like, I'm sorry, what is the quickest and most circuitous route around this person so I don't have to hear it? Sometimes they don't even know. There's quite a few people in the world that lack absolute self-awareness, and they tend to just pile it on. Please avoid those people like the plague. Ask for help and allow it. Absolutely. If you have like a staggering list in your house, things need to be doing spring cleaning, ask for help. Ask your family mates and stuff to help too. You don't have to do it all yourself. If you have a big project at school, at work, and you have people that are supposed to participate, chip in and help you and give you information, ask for it and also allow it. In a lot of instances, we have bosses that are supposed to be doing things that they're not doing. Ask for help. Everybody's afraid that they're going to, there's a stigma attached, or they're going to be seen as a troublemaker or an instigator or something because they need help. In the business aspect, no way. Those bosses that shouldn't be bosses are the ones that try to evade the work and the questions. The helpful ones will come to you and be like, hey, can I help you? So ask for help. If you're not feeling well, take the day off, stay in bed and relax, and have your family cook for you and do some laundry. Chill out and heal. Number 10, write 3 things down you are grateful for. This is a huge, huge thing for me each morning. I will pull out a I'll pull out a notepad and I'll start doing this immediately. It helps me with my family. Thank goodness they're all in health. Thank you, you know, for the fact that I look forward to, with positivity and love, to doing my work every day. You know, I always feel invigorated to do it. I never feel disheartened or feel like it is a burden in any means. So do that. That's very, very helpful. Now, what I'm going to do here is just pull out. I want to get a certain deck for this. Dun, dun, dun. Here it is. And we're going to pull one of these. These were longer than I thought, so I'm just going to pull out one tarot and see what comes up, what this has to do with too for today's action. So look at this, Ace of Staves, which is wands, passion. You're going to have this new passion coming in your life. Choose the action to move with that, what invigorates you. Again, usually what you have gratitude for kind of makes you happy to be involved in, right? Say yes to something that's going to make you have passion, feel alive, feel good, listen to your inner self, but set strong boundaries. You know, this has to do with love too. This is a very like high passion field. When someone comes in and they have passion for you, really, really set those boundaries. Focus on your strengths within the relationship and all of that, because a lot of you guys, you do have soulmates coming in. You know, this is an indicator of somebody who's very passion forward, and they're going to be very into you and insistent and vigorous. So again, take that into account, how you want to respond. It's all about you. That's lovely. I love that energy, because you have a lot of new choices coming in for sure. Again, you guys, I think I'm gonna have a contest over on Instagram if you want to come over to win one of these decks. I'm gonna definitely have a contest with these, because these are beautiful and helpful. Again, you guys, these are the amazing Soul Truth deck. There is so many beautiful questions in this. It's so helpful. That is you, group one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you need a private read. Thank you guys for taking advantage of this special and all of you know, coming to my store and supporting me that way. I just can't. I'll start crying. I gotta calm down. Number two, what expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Oftentimes we do have them. We're not even aware. We will set these schedules that, my God, if there was a whole team of people, it wouldn't get done. So the expectations that we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. See how perfect is that, right? I'm sorry, you're delusional. Thank you. I always thought so too. When we experience disappointment with ourselves or with our relationship, and when they're not met, it is time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Students that are overwhelming yourself with all these deadlines, people in business that are trying to grow your business and accelerate at such a rate that it's like backbreaking and it's mind-boggling. Really, really calm down with these expectations. I get delusional as hell myself. You would not believe. As you guys that follow me on Instagram, you know, as soon as I'm heading out to the park or somewhere, oh my gosh, I'm going to do these on-camera reads. I'm going to do this and that. I get there and it's like something always happens. And it's like, I'll set this list when I wake up and I'm like, oh really, me and whose army is going to do all this? But again, I like to be delusional, but I do have to have it in perspective and not be disappointed when we can't meet these insane deadlines that we set for ourselves, right? Be grateful. You are being summoned to more peace. Peace is home for our soul, and it is accomplished by trust. It comes to you when you surrender and focus only on what you can control. If you expect nothing, then we're grateful for everything. If you experience, and then you will experience extreme fulfillment. Let's just put some things that people put a lot of onus on, okay? Proms, graduations, when we expect this great accomplishment to go notice, and people, we expect a great raise or something and all this hullabaloo for us, and that doesn't happen. Whatever, our mind definitely, most people, I'm not kidding you, it is honeymoons and weddings too. They set super delusional parameters on things like that. And the thing is, it breaks my heart when I watch those movies when they're planning weddings and how much stress they put on the most beautiful time in their life that's supposed to be relaxed, happy, and warm. They're so stressed. And who's that really for? You know, the guests will be happy if you're happy. You don't need everything to be so extra, that kind of things. So again, let's get our expectations in check, especially when it comes to other people. We can set expectations for ourselves. That's always healthy, right? We want to, listen, I would like to have this accomplished by this amount of time. However, we're not trying to go straight up, oh, this person is gonna, you know, especially, it's almost like in terms of relationship goals, we've got to be fairly normal in this. So let's see what's coming out with this. So we have the Wisdom card, And then we have the 9 of coins. So again, this is saying too, in your state of affairs where finances are concerned, don't have a lot of worry. You do have finances and revenue streams that are going to come in, and you're going to be able to cover what you need to cover. But again, I am a little bizarre with money. Like I get really excited when I can get a hold of some really fantastic stones. And if I go on eBay or with merchants or dealers, it's like I will spend within a reasonable amount, but I can almost get caught up in that thing. Well, I'm going to need this for that. Like I'll have these crazy expectations of people wanting, of in the market, within the market and within my store, people wanting stuff, and I'll buy and buy and buy. And here's something that's weird. Then I will make something that I will think it'll be of no interest, and I'll legit get 10 orders or 10 requests for that specific thing that I don't think. I love it, but I don't think it appeals to the masses. It's a very weird thing where I'll make something and I'll have it in massive abundance because I think it appeals to the masses. It only appeals to me. It's so bizarre. So this is about, make sure you have what you need for the vital stuff, right? Your food, all of that. You're going to have it covered, but be careful not to just, spend with wisdom. Don't have this expectation or delusional expectation of finances to be pouring in as quickly as they have been all the time. Put stuff aside, wise thinking, budgeting, all of that. But you are going to accrue more wealth than you initially thought as well. I love that so much. They're mostly delusional. So, I feel things going well in your financial state and you being able to cover what you need. But again, it's like this beautiful thing of when we don't expect too much, we are happily surprised, right? With someone, you come home, you don't expect the housework to be done, the dishes are done, someone vacuumed, fed the animals. It's like, wow, what a nice thing. Prioritize that sort of thing. Be in balance, expect the best, all of that. Wise contemplation of what might be necessary in the near future, all of that. And be grateful. That once I feel grateful, it's a game changer. It's a beautiful, calming state that takes over me, and you're going to be feeling that as well, group 2. So beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and comment down below if you'd like a daily with some of these. I really like these cards. I mean, I'm going to go over on Instagram, and I'm going to do a quick flip through and just talk about maybe like what 20 of these cards say really quickly. I only have like 60 seconds, but you'll be able to see the questions. And then, I like people that are checking out new decks to have, when I'm impressed with one, to really be able to see in depth what they're like. Because even though most of them are only $18 to $20, there's such choices out there, that it's like when there's a good one, I really like to promote it and like, help people out by having them make good choices with these, because I'm already super stoked about this deck. So that's you guys. Again, all my links are down below. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. If you need a private read, hit the little gray arrow, boom, it'll bring you down below to the Etsy store and all those goodies too. Now on to number 3. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me. You ever do that when you're like, you see your garbage overflowing and you're like, you know what, so-and-so will get that. And then you see it later and then you start to get disappointed in them, in yourself, in the fact that the garbage is still sitting there. It's one of those things. If it's really irking you, let's just do it ourselves, right? And most people don't even know what we truly need but ourselves, so why in the world would we be expecting other people to do this? So let's see what's going on here. Are you waiting for someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take your life into your own hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take to move forward towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared. Take the leap. Whether it is you want to go into business for yourself and your friend is saying they might also, whether it's, taking a writing course and they are going to do it. Go start and do this. When we wait for other people to take the first step, we can be waiting a long time, right? No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and you're going to discover what you're truly made of. This is so true. Wild soul, strong heart, can't lose. Yeah, don't be in the confines of anybody else's construct, what their reality is, what their budget is, what their interests are. You are you and uniquely you. So step forward into that power and, you're not going to lose because you're going to know that you tried. There is nothing sadder than a dream unrealized because you never tried, right? Absolutely. It's like always have that strength, have that unique sense of self. Yeah, see, strength. There you go. I love it. I'm just going to pull 2. Yeah, look at this. Somebody, so this is going to make, this is what you're stepping into. A lot of you guys, the last one ended up something that's coming your way too. Take that unique step. The King of Cups, a lot of you guys have an extreme love offer coming in. It's serious. It is somebody that is authentic. Your energy just completely gels. They mean what they're saying. You're being your strongest self. You're not doubting. You don't have fear. You're not comparing yourself to how other couples look, what things look on paper, any of that business. How do you feel? And step into that power. Positive yes. When you feel it, you're going to feel it right away. Again, it's like it's all about the power of the moment too, and seizing that. Why are you waiting for somebody else? And if some of you guys have a mad crush on someone, text, go out, send them a meme, do something that connects with them. You wouldn't believe the amount of people, like back in high school, and any years, college years, adult years, that really are oblivious to the fact that somebody likes them because they doubt the fact that they're worthy of that attention. It is really crazy, but it is a strong truth out there. So to, just own up and be like, hey, I think you're really interesting. I'd love to go have a cup of coffee with you. Just do it. What can you lose? Where you could legit be sitting around for a decade daydreaming about them, where you could be in that coffee house next week, not now, but in the near future when normal is our new normal, right? So no more waiting. I love that so much. Wild soul, strong heart, can't lose. Absolutely. Power, power, power. So that is you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Please comment if you like these cards and these messages. I found them really, from a psychological standpoint, I absolutely love it. And from a spiritual standpoint, I love it, because these are real truths. And sometimes we forget to ask ourselves these really, really important probing questions that bring results, because oftentimes what are we really looking for? How can we infuse more love and compassion into our life? How are we waiting for somebody else to step up, and how can we be the person that steps up? So that is that. So again, you guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. If you need a private read or anything else, all my links are down below. I'm so excited to go read through this deck. It's like, that's going to be, oh my God, it's going to be such a pleasure to be able to see what's in there. And again, if you go over to Instagram tonight, I'll quickly do a flip through on this and then post it up there, because a lot of people have a lot of time to, a lot of light workers doing some new studies, and I'm trying to update my channel with some new stuff and new ideas and formats as well. So I'll post these up there for you guys. So love and light.